15 broke, and every video says you legally cannot earn online until 18. Wrong. Here is the real rulebook, the routes that actually fit a teenager, and the one legal trick behind how you actually get paid before 18. Start with the rule everything else hangs on. In most places, a contract signed by a minor is not fully enforceable, so companies cannot safely do business with you directly. That is why almost every freelance platform, seller marketplace, and payout program requires the account holder to be 18 or older. Notice the split. Social apps generally let you join at 13, but the moment money moves, selling, getting paid for views, receiving client payments, the platform wants an adult's name, tax details, and bank account. That is not a wall, it is a doorway with a shape. The legal pattern for almost everything here is a parent or guardian holds the account, you do the actual work, and everyone is honest about who does what. And if you take a regular job with an employer, local labor rules may set minimum ages and hours, so check what applies where you live. Self-employment through a parent-held account goes around none of the rules and through all of them. Now the money itself, because this is where most videos go quiet. Payment processors and money apps have the same 18+ rule as the platforms, so your earnings land in the parent-held account first. Keep that flow honest and boring. One shared note or spreadsheet, every payment logged, what it was for, from whom, when. 2 reasons. First, trust. Your parent can see this is a real thing you are building, which makes the next conversation easier, not harder. Second, taxes. Yes, they can apply to you. Earned income, even a teenager's, may need to be reported once it passes certain thresholds, and self-employment income has its own rules. You do not need to memorize tax law at 15, you need one habit. Keep records of everything you earn and loop in a parent, and if the numbers get real, a tax professional. This video is education, not tax advice, and the record-keeping habit is what makes any later answer easy. Route Family 1, selling a skill, and you likely have one already. Writing, simple design, video editing, tutoring younger students in a subject you just aced. One niche worth special mention is editing long videos into short clips for creators, real work, genuine demand, and the skill compounds fast. The walkthrough. A parent opens the freelance account in their name, you build 2 or 3 sample pieces, a clip you edited, a page you designed, and those samples, not your age, are what clients judge. First clients come slow, then referrals start, and the moment a stranger pays real money for something you made is honestly one of the best feelings on this whole path. The common mistake, trying to be cheapest at everything. Pick one skill, one kind of client, and get visibly good at it. A teenager with 3 strong samples beats an adult with a vague profile more often than you would think. Route Family 2, local services, and here being young is genuinely an advantage. Neighbors say yes to a polite teenager at the door far more easily than to a stranger with a leaf blower. The classics still work. Repainting house numbers on curbs, one creator suggests $10 to $30 a house. Lawn care and snow shoveling, the same creator's range is $20 to $40 an hour. Photography once your skills justify it. And reselling, buying underpriced items on marketplace apps and flipping them carefully. Those numbers are one person's suggested pricing. Not a promise, your street may differ. Now the safety rules nobody in those videos mentions, and they are not optional. A parent always knows where you are and what you are doing. Marketplace meetups happen in daylight in public places, ideally with an adult along. Door-to-door means staying on the doorstep, never inside. The money is real, and so is the fact that you are worth more than any sale. Route Family 3, content and digital products. Faceless video pages, a YouTube channel, self-published journals and puzzle books, digital templates people download. This is the family with the loudest success stories, so let's handle those honestly. One creator estimates a single viral video with 19 million views earned around $19,000, and another claims theme pages can clear $20,000 a month. Those are unverified best cases, lottery tickets shown as if they were paychecks, and for every page like that there are thousands you never hear about. The realistic version, content income starts near zero, grows slowly if you post consistently, and the monetization programs themselves, ad revenue, creator funds, seller accounts, are adult account territory like everything else, so the parent holds the account pattern applies here too. If you love making things anyway, this family is worth it because the skills, editing, writing, reading, and audience pay off in every other route even when a channel does not. Quick recap because the pattern is the point. Everything legal about earning under 18 runs through one shape. A parent or guardian holds the account, you do the real work, and the money is tracked honestly where both of you can see it. On top of that shape sit 3 route families. Skills you sell like editing, writing, and tutoring. Local services where being young helps you. And content or digital products, the slowest but most compounding family. records kept, safety rules on, taxes acknowledged instead of ignored. What is left is the part that decides whether any of this works. What to actually expect in your first months, how to spot the people hunting your age group with fake promises, and the savings move that turns small teenage money into a genuinely unfair head start. Time for the expectation reset, said with love, not discouragement. The teen money videos are full of six-figure claims. One even walks through roles supposedly paying $100,000 a year or more. Every one of those is an unverified anecdote, a standout case with no way to check it, and none of them mention the person who tried the same thing for 2 months and made $40. That person is closer to normal, and starting there is not failure, it is the first step everyone takes. A realistic first month is measured in tens of dollars, maybe $100 or $2 if a local service clicks, and it fits around school and homework because it has to. Here is the reframe that makes this exciting instead of deflating. At your age, the money is the smaller prize. The skills, the samples, the first clients, and the habits are the compounding asset, and you are building them years early. Across all those videos, one behavioral theme repeats, and on this the creators are right. The number one killer is switching, trying a hustle for a week, seeing a new video, jumping to the next shiny method, and ending 3 months in with 5 abandoned starts. One creator claims most people who stall are stuck exactly there. The exact percentage is his, but the pattern is real. So pick one route and give it a genuine run, months, not days. Aim narrow. One kind of client, one kind of content, one street of houses. Narrow targets are easier to win and easier to measure. Show, don't tell. A before and after photo of a curb, a sample clip, a screenshot of a finished design says more than any pitch. And when money comes in, reinvest a slice, better tools, a small upgrade before spending the rest. That single habit is what the successful minority actually shares. Now the protection layer, because people specifically target your age group and nobody warns you. Memorize the red flag vocabulary one honest creator lists. Automatic, passive, guaranteed, easy, risk-free, fast. Any course, mentorship, or Discord server selling you those words is selling the words, not a method, and almost everything inside a paid teen money course is findable free on YouTube. The original avoid list still stands word for word. Any platform that tells you to lie about your age, out. Any unpaid trial period that conveniently never turns into payment, out. Anything that touches your parents' card without them knowing, absolutely out. Add one more. Anything that requires breaking school rules to work, like reselling banned items on campus, is not a business, it is a detention with inventory. If a shortcut needs a lie to work, it is not actually a shortcut, and the version of you that keeps everything clean gets to keep everything you earn. And now the part most teenagers never hear, the one that quietly outranks every hustle in this video. Once you are earning, a custodial account, opened and supervised by your parent, holds that money safely until you turn 18. But the real superpower is this. Genuinely earned income, the kind you just learned to make and document, can fund a custodial Roth IRA, a retirement account where money grows for decades. Starting that compounding clock at 15 instead of 25 is the most valuable move on this entire map. The one thing here that earns the word life-changing. Picture the curb painting money from one summer, quietly growing for 50 years. That is why record-keeping mattered. Documented earned income is the ticket in. Bring this conversation to a parent this week, and read the account terms together, details vary. Growth is never guaranteed, but time in the market is the advantage nobody can buy later. So here is the whole path in one breath. One legal pattern, parent holds the account and you do the work. One route, family that fits you. Honest records, safety rules, scam radar on, and a custodial account with that Roth conversation waiting at the end. Pick one skill or one street this weekend, and have the parent conversation before you start, not after you have been paid. That order keeps everything clean. This video is educational only, not personalized financial, legal, or tax advice for your situation. Rules differ by where you live, so verify what applies to you. If this helped, the next video breaks down exactly what to do with your first paycheck, and honestly, that is a fun problem to have. See you there.